Hey guys, welcome. We're doing another movie talk. Now, we already shot our video for the Uncharted movie. Now, we're going to be talking about
Assassin's Creed,
So,
the movie,
I'm Grim Reaper,
based off the game. I'm Tito.
and so, Assassin's Creed, it's going to be a movie. Now, of course, I played a little bit of the first game. I played a little bit of the third or second one. I can't remember which one it was. Now, it's a great game. And don't get me wrong, from what I played, and I didn't get to finish it all. The storyline, and for it to be to what it's got to be, what it's going to be doing, I definitely can't wait to see what what did I do? Oh crap!
Oh crap!
Get back to the email. So I definitely can't wait to see what is going out. Now, the release date for this movie is at August 7th. No, August 7th.
Heaven.
2015 of next year. Now, Michael Fassbender is set to star in the movie. He's also producing the movie, and this movie is going to be based on the game, the first one, and of course, the games are rich with a lot of stuff going on with it. Now, for most of us who play the game, the DNA memory and going back into the past of ancestors stuff and unlocking stuff like that is pretty cool in the game. Now, to get it done right in the movie world, it will be just a little bit harder to do it, and to make it believable for other fans, it will be harder.
Yeah.
Now, another thing is the costumes.
Okay.
Is another problem.
I don't know.
But first, let's get to the DNA memory and how that could translate into film.
Anubis? Amiibo? The cannabis? What's that machine?
I don't know the name of the stupid machine.
It's a machine that makes you go, or allows you to go back in time using, or see what happened
Your
in
DNA
past
memory,
events. Yeah. I think it's really called the Anubis, if I'm not mistaken. Animus, with an M. One of those. Anyway, it makes sense. It's obviously sci-fi. We can do that with movies.
Yep.
And it is based off of the first movie. That's what
first
you said. The first game.
Yeah, Altair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's fine. I dig it. They can definitely do that.
Yeah. Now, what I want to know is it going to be a different actor playing the guy who's getting the DNA memory locked into, and then Michael Fassbender, or is it going to be Michael Fassbender and Michael Fassbender?
Oh, it's got to be a different actor.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Altair as he's the ancestor.
Yeah.
And I forgot the dude's name,
yeah.
But you've got the current guy, and they're not intended to be the same person. And in the game, they've got a different
look.
Yeah, they've got a different look. So, they've got to have a different actor as both. I can't imagine that Michael Fassbender is going to be...
doing both.
Yeah.
Now, and I like the fact that he does tweet about it once in a while, saying that, it's still a go, we're still trying to get this thing going. That's all good and gravy from that point of view, but what all fans want to know is, Michael, will the movie be like the game? That's what we all would like to know. 2 is, from my point of view, to keep people in the game, in the movie, the costumes have to look really amazing. They can't be clunky, crappy, B-movie type costumes, and like certain movies like Noah and the new movie Exodus Gods, they can't have fresh, styled haircuts. Like they have to look, like they lived back in the day where they didn't have haircut products. They didn't have, proper grooming for everybody there. Even like the lowliest guy in the street can't have nicely cut hair or beard and stuff like that. People have had their station in life, and they didn't all look fabulous. It's things like that things like that kind of ruined it for me. So they're like, yeah, that's not believable. Like Clash of the Titans, the first movie with him with his shaved head. It's like, yeah, shaved heads weren't really a thing back then. It was either you're bald or you have hair, and that's pretty much it.
I don't know. I mean,
Maybe I'm nitpicking a bit, but things like that kind of really bug me. It's like
I feel like it's how much you your suspension of disbelief is. Like I feel like you can watch a movie, you can enjoy the movie.
You can.
If you let go of a few things like haircuts or.
The thing is, if you think about it, if you were to do a movie based on, in the '60s, and you had a hairstyle that was today, that would take you out of that era because like that hairstyle wasn't around then. That wasn't the style of that era.
Maybe they were trying to be a trendsetter. Maybe they had that.
But you know, it's like you know, but yeah, but that's the thing that kind of would bug me. Like for Assassin's Creed, you go back and you see him in the time, and you know. You have all these fancy clothing and all that stuff like that. It can't be like the Hunger Games, the district. You know, I mean the capital. How everybody looked all fabulous and looked all like they're running the catwalk. You know, you know, it has to be very believable. You know, the futuristic version of how it is.
I mean,
it could be set like in like this kind of day and age.
Kravitz always looks fabulous,
right? You know, the movie. I think the movie should be set like around like maybe like 10 years from now. It's like so it could be they could add a little futuristic kind of stuff to make it look a little bit more believable with the sci-fi area. Maybe like 5 years from now. Blah blah blah,
blah blah blah. Indeed.
Yeah. But I don't know. Michael Fassbender is an amazing actor. Don't get me wrong. He did an amazing job in Prometheus and a few other movies, to name a few. And he did a pretty good job as Magneto. But this movie alone, based on a video game, is another another movie based on a video game.
I have to be positive about it. Until I see it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I walk in thinking, "Oh, this movie is gonna be total garbage," and
well, I'm not saying that, but yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying that you are, but like, if hypothetically, if I were to walk in and think this movie is gonna be total garbage, and it's like, then I walk in kind of nitpicking everything in there. If I walk in thinking, "Oh man, this is gonna be awesome," and I'm gonna be. He's gonna be climbing on wall. We'll get back to that in a second.
It's gonna be emotional.
Oh man, maybe then I might have my hype a little too up, but you'll have a bit more of a better experience.
Yeah.
And what I'm thinking is, Assassin's Creed is very heavily influenced by parkour and what people do with parkour. And I'm just wondering as to how much of that will be parkour. Yeah. Because as we saw with the Prince of Persia, there was
that movie was bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Bad. Well, by bad you mean good bad or bad bad?
Bad.
Okay.
That movie was disappointing in my opinion.
But the thing is, it was a PG-13 movie, I think or PG. So I mean, Prince of Persia, it was not intended to be a PG. It was.
I think they could have done a better job, though.
But there was a lot of the action movies. It was like very influenced by parkour, and I personally like that. So they kept true to the game in that right.
Yeah.
With that said, we'll have to find out to see what how much they'll involve parkour in Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. As as far as the parkour goes, the moves are definitely are one of the things that we would like to see in the movie, but also the weaponry. Got to get that weaponry right.
Yeah.
Can't just give you just be like, well, he has basically. Let's just change it up the style. No, you can't change the style of the weapon, or change the style of how to just leave it the way it is. It works fine in the game. Find a way to make it work. But as far as that goes, the costume has to look fabulous as well. What will the mission be in the movie, and how are they gonna travel from back to the past and into the future like they did in the game, where you had to go back and forth because there were some issues going on in the future with the memory thing. So that'll be interesting to see them jump back and forth, and to have that flow nicely, not interrupt the movie going and keep the action just going just right. the Assassin's Creed movie. When I heard that, I was kind of like, I was kind of worried because like that it could be a good movie. Don't get me wrong, but in the wrong hands, it could be a terrible movie done very, very badly. Bull, I know, I am bashing this guy left and right, but you know what?
He needs to be bashed.
Those bashes are deserved, and for any of you guys who stand up for him, you guys are idiots. Idiots. I can name off a lot of movies he did that's bad. Alone in the Dark, Dead or Alive, Island of the Dead.
You know what's funny is Dead or Alive was I think Bass or Bass, I forgot what his name is in the game, but he was based off of Hulk Hogan, and it was Kevin Nash as Bass.
Yeah, Bass.
Boss.
And then you had what?
Bus.
Blood Rain.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I could go on and on with this guy. He's done a shitty job with all these titles, and they keep giving it to him. It's like, stop doing this. You see what he's doing to the franchise, these games, and people wondering why. Look at Hollywood and go, screw you, leave our video games alone. DOA could have been a good movie. Blood Rain could have been.
The thing is, I don't like the way that they brought it. They did DOA.
Yeah.
It
was too goofy.
Sure, yeah, and it was, but like, I would have preferred a standalone Ninja Gaiden movie.
Yeah.
And then later on, if you felt like you really wanted to bring Ryu from Ninja Gaiden, then do what you want. But I mean, I don't. Although I like the movie Street Fighter for its totally being.
Which one?
Okay, I like them both, but for all the wrong reasons.
I like the one with Guile just because I grew up watching it, not knowing any better back then, and I didn't like it as much, but I liked it because back then I was Jean-Claude Van Damme fan, and didn't know much better. Now I'm a little bit older and wiser. I'm like, yeah, that guy could not act, but he did give us some awesome action movies.
It was yeah, no, I mean, I'm entertained by the movie.
Game over.
Are you man enough to fight with me? Yeah, no, I mean, but you can't make a movie based off of a fighting tournament. So, Mortal Kombat, they did it.
And it worked.
It worked for them. That one made sense.
Until they did part 2 and screwed it up.
Oh, part 2 was...
They changed Sonya Blades to another actress.
Yeah. And my favorite character, which was
killed.
Johnny Cage, was killed within the first...
Well, he was based off of...
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, yeah. So,
yeah.
So hey, there you go. But if you think about it, though, with Assassin's Creed alone, the landscape alone for the past... for Altair, I mean, would be amazing if you do it very well, and there's a lot of places that still look historic. Will be perfect for that filming. And of course, you got to do sound stage and all that.
Yeah.
The whole thing hinges on the storyline that they could do very well, and hopefully they don't try to incorporate some kind of game stuff in there into the movie, like just to throw in there just for gimmicky stuff, like in Street Fighter, how they had gimmicky stuff that was in there that just didn't fit and didn't work. What else? Island of the Dead. House of the Dead. Is House of the Dead with
that was all bad. Yeah.
House of the Dead. They had a lot of game stuff that was in the movie, which was cool because it's like that's kind of like the game, but it still was. They did not work with the movie though. Because when I saw the movie, I was like, this movie is terrible. It's for me. It felt like a straight sci-fi film made for TV movie, not for a theater. And when they had the character die, the camera spun around just like it did in the thing and says, "You're dead." Like, okay. I know you played the game and you're giving it a nod, but
that's not a nod. That's obvious.
High five! Whoosh, yeah. That was awesome. Yeah, no, bro, that doesn't work in film though, because that's go suck an egg, because that was horrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you think about it though, with the Assassin's Creed, they have a lot of good storylines, but it all hinges on the first movie being an amazing movie. Michael Fassbender is an amazing actor. But it all hinges on the writer. On
the direction that they take, and
the costume designers on how well they do it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the costume, we don't have much to worry about there.
Well, you gotta have some costume designers who are trying to do something fancy, Sure,
I mean, because like even cosplay like people that do cosplay, they can get it very close.
Yeah.
And to have somebody.
So there's no excuse Hollywood did not get it right.
Yeah.
If a guy with a budget of $100 can get you an amazing costume, and you have $1,000, what's up with that?
We'll have to wait and see.
But yeah, next year, 2015. That's the scheduled date. So far, I have not seen or heard anything else about them even starting out or going. And it's already almost the end of the year. You're thinking, did you guys push it back? Because I have not seen any updates for it recently, and I'm kind of worried about what the state of Assassin's Creed is in. And I'm really just kind of like, please don't be one of those ones that gets put in development hell, because that would be an amazing movie, because the game was pretty awesome as well. Along with Uncharted being an amazing game, would be an amazing movie.
But the thing is, for me, I'm also, I wouldn't say worried, but I'm thinking about how are sequels going to work for Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
Like, is it all going to be Altair's story, or is it going to be, Assassin's Creed 1, the movie, part 1, Altair's story, then, Assassin's Creed 2, then Ezio's story, and then 3, Connor's story. Like, if that's the case, then you've got to get a different actor for each one of those.
Yeah.
Then you've got to.
And then are you going to do an Assassin's Creed Unite kind of game? A movie?
Yeah, Unity. Yeah. No, I mean they're. It's like you have to think about whether the actor is going to be good, whether the story is going to make sense, and you're going to have to get rid of Michael Fassbender if you decide to go with a different story.
Yeah. So who would you pick to play the ancestor of Altair? Who would you pick?
Ancestor of Altair?
Yeah,
or
the one that gets put into the chair to get his DNA, fondled on to go back. That's a dirty word, getting fondled.
Do you have somebody? Because I have no idea.
I kept on thinking not Hayden Christensen. No, he. I would say Garrett Hedlund, the one who was in Tron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's an amazing actor. He was also in Four Brothers with Mark Wahlberg. He's an amazing actor. He was in Tron. He was also in. He's also going to be playing Hook in the new Pan movie. There was also another movie he was in. But yeah, he's a really good actor. He has great range. I think he would be a pretty good cast for at least an ancestor.
Oh my God! What if they get Channing Tatum? Yeah.
We can't get Magic Mike back there because they're gonna have Altair dancing up on a stripper pole before he kills somebody.
Oh my God! What if they get Zac Efron?
But yeah, I think Garrett Hedlund would be a definitely good choice for that.
See,
or Liam Neeson, Liam Hemsworth.
I think this guy's being overused now, but the guy who's Liam Hemsworth, that'd be a pretty good
Liam Hemsworth would be a good pick.
No, I was thinking of the guy who's the Flash in the Avengers.
Aaron Taylor Thomas.
Yeah.
That guy, he does have range. He's done a lot of good movies, and he definitely has range.
Or the guy who played. Did I say the Flash? I meant Quicksilver.
Quicksilver. I know what you meant. A lot of you guys out there might have caught that. Like, wait a minute, that's not what he meant. He meant the Flash.
I mean, like
they're both fast.
Yeah. No. Also the guy who played Quicksilver in X-Men.
The little kid.
I mean, he looks like a little kid. He's that much of a little kid, but he's also pretty young in the story. So, like,
yeah, but I don't know. I don't see him being able to pull off something like that. No, I don't see it.
Okay.
No, maybe James Marsden when he was younger.
Well,
younger James Marsden could have done the job. Who else could there be? I'm drawing blanks on names right now, but yeah, that's who I thought would have been pretty good picks.
Yeah, no, I mean, we'll have to find out who that is. Who they choose.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll
keep you posted on that for sure.
Yeah, well, they'll probably change the story around too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. And they'll probably condense the amount of cities that he goes to.
It could be like what is like Mission Impossible, jumping a lot from city to city to city, you know, getting what's going on. But yeah, they could probably definitely, you know, they'll probably cut down some of the stuff that they do as far as his assassin areas. But for you guys out there, let us know who would you think would play the Altier's ancestor. What do you think about the transition from modern day to past? If it can be done, you know, we know it's feasible to be done. But do you think they'll be able to do it right? And what are you worried about? What is your, you know, doubts and worries about this being made into reality? Leave a comment below. Subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. We got plenty more. We got plenty more coming up. I mean, I'm already looking up for movies that are coming out.
Press that button.
Press that button. Smack it. Flick it. Do whatever you want with it.
Just click that.
You know. So yes, please leave a comment below.
Click it.
If you have any questions, leave us a question. We will answer them, and we'll be back for more movie talk, gaming news, whatever we feel like.
Click that like button.
All right, guys. Like I'm Grim Reaper.
I'm Tito, and you're gonna press that button.
And we'll see you guys around.
Yeah.
Bye. Karaoke, I'd be very good at it, but that's revolution. I'm so ready for Christmas. The red pants, the green shirts, my green ribbons. Oh yeah, All you need is a little hat, and that's it. You're set. A little elf hat. Oh, don't. Is it good?